Today, I'm going to be going over all the changes coming to all rogues in Season 1's drop in the first week of February. Things like nerfs, buffs, reworks will all be included in this video, so if you want to learn a little bit about what's happening to your favorite rogue, stick around and enjoy the video. Just a quick note, all this information is coming from the PTS servers, which, if you didn't know, this is where a select few who have keys test new content before it gets released to the general public. To give you a better idea of what to expect in this video, we're going to be going over all the bug fixes, buffs, nerfs, reworks for rogues like Scorch, Trench, Anvil, Lancer, Saint, Ronin, and Phantom. First off, Anvil is going to finally be getting a bug fix, and this one has been a huge problem for a while now. Anvil shield has been something that hasn't been consistent for months, but it seems as if this is going to be the patch that is getting it fixed, and it'll just make him so much easier to use. Next, we're going to be seeing a Lancer nerf. This is a smaller scaled one and something the community has been asking for because people do think she's a little bit too overpowered. Her ultimate recharge will be seeing a cooldown increase from 30 to 45 seconds, which means it'll be used less often during matches. She will also now be visible on the minimap when she's using her ultimate, which ultimately reduces her flanking capabilities. Phantom is going to be seeing a rework. Instead of having the Aaron L212, she'll now be having the Nightshade, which is the assault rifle Vi uses. While this is a rework, I see this as more of a buff because she already possesses perks like life drain, tracker rounds, and her abilities, and adding one of the better weapons to her kit will only increase her overall ability to do some more damage to her enemies. Moving on to Ronin, we're going to be getting a small buff, specifically her ballistic knife. Previously, when throwing her knife onto an enemy, it would do 120 damage, but this buff will now increase that to 250 damage. This allows her to shred enemies using Headstrong, Tenacity, and will even kill Chalk when he's using his Rage ability. We will also be seeing her primary weapon, the SLC, get a reduced recoil buff. Next up is Saint, and his rework is honestly my favorite. His Trip Mine gadget will no longer be available and the C4 will be taking its place. The MLX Mark IV will have its damage reduced by 1, but the scope will no longer be available on the weapon. Moving on to Scorch, she's going to be getting both a nerf and a buff. Her nerf is that her overheat ability cooldown is going to be increased from 30 to 45 seconds, just like Lancer's. But her buff, just like Ronin, the SLC will be having a vertical recoil reduction. Talon and Fixer will also be seeing a small buff, as the D3DI, or the Deadeye, will be having a damage increase. The body damage is going from 34 to 38 damage, and the headshot damage is going from 54 to 58. Finally, Trench and Dahlia are going to be seeing a little bit of a rework. The MXR rifle is going to be getting a rework as its fire rate was a little bit buggy, and after this patch it should be fully fixed. Its body damage will also be going from 32 to 30, and its headshot damage going from 48 to 44. Now, let's drop Dahlia real quick and fully focus on Trench, specifically his barbed wire grenade ability. Instead of having one large barbed wire that covers a 9-meter area, he will now have 2 separate barbed wires, which now cover a 4-meter area. Enemies will also no longer be able to punch barbed wire to break it, and instead use some sort of utility like a grenade to destroy them. These are all the major changes coming to the game, and I'm very interested as to what your opinion is on them, so let me know down in the comments what you think about one of these changes, what you think about all of them. Go ahead, go down there and let me know. If you are interested in a Kestrel, rundown or anything like that, no worries. I will have a full guide on her when she's fully released in the game. If you enjoyed this video and or found it useful, be sure to leave a like rating as well as subscribe for more content just like this. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.